AudioJungle.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and part 6 of An Englishman Abroad. So since the last time you were with us, we were at this point at the 1-0 win here in the Thai League. We played a few games offline. We managed to get a win in the FA Cup third round, won that convincingly 3-1, won in the Thai League 5-0, beat Yokohama 4-2 in the Champions League Group E. Then we dropped points for the first time in the league. A 0-0 draw there with Samut Prakan City, and then went on to beat Buriram United 2-1 in the League Cup third round. So that brings us up to date with the results. Going on to the Shanghai Game next in the Champions League Group E. Our qualification is already secured in that. We are currently sat with 12 points at the top of the group. Shanghai on 10, and nobody else can catch either of us two. The only thing that we need to be concentrating on is not getting beaten by Shanghai, and we will qualify as group winners, which would be a nice bonus, as we will avoid some of the group winners in the next round. So let's get straight on into the game. Or quickly before we start the game, Sepovic is back. He's up front. He is a fitness doubt. Says to play for 75 minutes, so we need to keep an eye on him. We did try to rotate in the cup games as well, so hopefully some of our other first teamers will be a bit fresher than in the last video. So let's get straight to it. So here's our team sheet for the day. Goes to the dressing room, and the assistant manager has done the team talk. And let's get the first of 2 games off and running against Shanghai. So yeah, any form of a point in this game, whether it be a draw or a win, will guarantee us that victory of the group. That'll be a nice bonus to avoid some of the bigger teams for the next round. So in the first highlight, ball's in from a throw-in. Panya's come into the box. Kanit Panya scored his 3rd goal of the season to give us a 1-0 lead early on in the game. Only 3 minutes on the clock. And that's a screamer. So a great start, as we know what happened in the last game. Can't take anything for granted against Shanghai, especially with their array of world stars that they've managed to build up with the likes of Oscar and Marko Arnautovic, who scored a hat-trick against us last time. So there's Hulk with a knockdown to Arnautovic, who plays it out to Ricardo Lopez, crosses it in, but luckily nobody at the back post to be tapping that in. And after 10 minutes, we're still 1-0 up. So looking early on at the stats in the game, scored from our only shot on target, which is a nice surprise. XG of 0.29 suggests that we're not really troubling them too much, but then they've only had 2 shots themselves. Pretty even with the possession stats. They're 52-48 to us. Swings the other way around, just as we're saying that. And as you can see by the action zones, all of the play seems to be in the middle of the pitch. So we've got a free kick deep in our half. Play it short and work it forwards. Sepovic lays it off. And we have a shot from distance which goes wide, doesn't really trouble the goalkeeper. Out for a goal kick. So looking at the shot map as well on here, a goal come from just inside the box, and then we've had an array of shots just outside the box. So we are peppering from outside the goal. Next highlight, we've had a throw-in come in. They've broken away. Arnautovic is through on goal, has a shot and seems to put it wide. No, goalkeeper's made a save. Turned it round for a corner. From the corner, get the breakaway to the halfway line. Hulk gets the ball back, and then the highlight breaks down. So looking at our players in the first half, nobody really concerns. Though Panya, the goal scorer, has picked up a booking early on, so might need to watch both him and Sepovic up front. Don't really want to take any risks when we are top of the group. But Shanghai have a free kick, swung in, cleared away, straight back at us. Ball's crossed in, and then we've cleared it again. Got the ball in the middle of the pitch. Oscar's picked it up. He's running towards goal. I don't really want him to do that. His through ball's cut out. And now we're counter-attacking. Sarachat's gone for goal from outside the box. And again, he's missed. He's off target. It's encouraging play that we are having so many chances, even if we are shooting from outside the box. But then Shanghai have got the ball down the left. Cross comes in. And I think that was Arnautovic has headed over the bar from inside the box to give us a goal kick. So just approaching half time. I've had 10 shots in the game, only 2 of them on target though, one of which resulted in a goal. I've had these 2 bookings, one in the middle of the pitch, one further on up the pitch, so might need to keep an eye on that, fingers crossed. It won't amount to anything and we can keep 11 men on the pitch. As I really would like to win this game to get revenge for the last game. Shanghai have had a corner that got swung in. Aaron Moy delivered. And then we've given a penalty away. The Hulk steps up to take it. He's put it left footed. Down low past the goalkeeper. And that's it. We've conceded just after half time. Make it 1-1. So it's all on us now to go and get back in front. Got throwing, cutting in. Gallows had a shot from distance. The goalkeeper's turned it wide. We get a corner. Corner didn't really amount to much. So Shanghai have a goal kick. It's lumped forwards. Hulk wins it to Aaron Moy. Gets into the box. Goes down looking for another penalty, but Gallo managed to win the ball. Gets it away. We move it on forwards. It's pinballing around a little bit. Lopez has played the ball through for Arnautovic. Can't get to it, luckily. Moanta's got it, moves it forwards. Ball forwards from Alalawi. Plays it out wide. Gallo gets the ball inside, plays it out wide again. Cross comes in, and there's Panya for his second goal of the game. The great header. Brilliant bit of play there. Stretch the field. Aaron Moy gets sucked inside. We lay it off out wide. Cross comes in. And there's Panya for the finish. Panya feels a bit of a shrewd buy. Actually took him off of one of our biggest rivals in the league. The team that won the competition last season. So felt like it would be beneficial for us to go and swoop in on the other Thai talent in the league. So 62 minutes on the clock. And Sepovic is now saying he's picked up a knock, so I'm going to go in and make a substitution. I'm going to put Jaded on up front. He's played quite well in the on the off-camera games. So worthy of his chance up top, and fingers crossed Sepovic is only a knock because he was out for 2 to 3 weeks last time. If he keeps picking up 2 to 3 week injuries, I was saying in the last video he was a bit concerned with the lack of goals that we're scoring. Might have to move him on as he takes up one of our foreign player slots as well. So after 70 minutes we had 16 shots, 5 on target, 0.91 XG. We are winning the possession battle now, up to 55% possession. But the yellow cards have started to mount up, so what I'm going to actually do is make another substitution. Bring Alawi off in the middle of the park. I'm going to put on Quapron for Alawi, just to make sure that the central midfield battle doesn't leave us vulnerable. Not a lot seems to be happening until this next highlight. Wanta brings the ball in, it's cleared away. Ball back to the goalkeeper. Maybe a bit of time wasting here because that ball was way wide of the keeper. He was so slow to retrieve it. But then it's flicked on over the top. JDD's in, and we took a 3-1 lead with 12 minutes left on the clock, which, fingers crossed, is going to guide us to Group E win, top of the group. It's a great finish. Got the ball inside the box. Hard, right-footed, down low. Keeper couldn't get to it. Hopefully we can just see the game out. So yeah, 15 points to 10 points for Shanghai. So we've got the ball at the back. Kalic plays it forwards. Padney has been tackled by Moy. We get the ball back. Jadid's in again. And it's a carbon copy of the last goal. Supercharged Jadid has gone and scored his second of the game. Lovely ball over the top here by Moanta. Jadid's run onto it. Right footed again. Low down past the goalkeeper. Nothing he can do. And it's 4-1. So with 5 minutes left on the clock, I'm just going to try and run it down now, I think. And change the attacking mentality to balanced. Just sit on the 4-goal total that we have. 3-goal cushion. And start thinking about our trip home from China. So 4 minutes of added on time. Some big results elsewhere in the Champions League. 6-2 here and a 4-1 up there. Just running the clock down. So the XG in this game is quite interesting. Shanghai have scored 1 but have got a 1.86 XG. We scored 4 and had less. So didn't win on XG but won everything else. Impressive 4-1 victory to round out the group, win Group E of the Champions League. Going to move on to the knockout phases. I am going to skip forward to the next game, which will be a league game. So I'll be back with you shortly. Okay, so we've moved on forwards to the next game, which is going to be Bangkok United. Luckily, Sepovic's injury didn't seem to be too bad at all. Just picked up a knock in the game, so he's not a doubt for this game, which is good news. Bruno Gallo's back in the midfield. Sarachat wide left. Moanta's wide right. So this is the lineup we're going to go with. Let's straight into the game. So here's the team lineups. Let's get the game kicked off and underway. Fingers crossed we can pick up where we left off in real good form. So it looks like we're going to have a highlight straight from kickoff. Move the ball from kickoff. Up front, cutting from the right on his left foot. Couldn't trouble the goal, dragged it wide, which would have been a nice start had we have scored straight from kickoff. Doesn't happen too often in this game though, so would have been a nice surprise. As you can see by the league table here, we are level at the top on 24 points, but I do believe we've got at least a game in hand on Pratchwap and maybe 2 games in hand on Ratchaburi. So even though the table looks quite tight at the top, I do believe that once we've played all of our games, we can be stretching away from the teams in below us if we can win those games. In this game though, not a lot seems to be happening in terms of highlights after that first minute, but we are doing the usual. 6 shots, only 2 on target, dominating the possession with 54%, 56% now. Hopefully settling into some kind of rhythm, and the highlights will start flowing and the goals can start flowing. Quite like to have another game where we score quite a few goals. Although if I can remember rightly, in the league we have a goal difference that's far superior to any other team. I think we're on like plus 20 goal difference, and Pratchwap was only on plus 5, so it's not the end of the world if we don't batter every team, but certainly would like to be scoring a goal here with all the possession we're having. So here we go, throw in, cutting in from the right, ball's played across out to the left. It's going to get crossed in, cleared away there by Bangkok, and then they turn and start the counter attack before playing back. Slowed the play down, which allows us to get our shape back if we can press here. Ball over the top, gets cut out. Gallo forward to Savchat. Ball comes all the way out to the right. Wanta should score from there, really. Not too sure how he hasn't. It seems like it's been saved because we're going to get a corner. Corner's floated in. It's nodded away by the defence. Gallo picks it up, runs down the right. He's looking to cut onto his left because his stronger foot's left. Plays the ball off the defender. We get another corner. It's floated in. It's cleared away again. Only as far as Gallo. Plays it out wide. Has the shot. Which goes wide. And goal kick to Bangkok. So yeah, as I was saying just before that highlight, we are dominating the game, so we'd really like to score whilst we're on top. Nice switch of play over there. Savchat's in. He gets tackled in the box. Thought it might have been a penalty for a moment. But instead, they bring the ball away, take it back off them on the halfway line. And we've had a shot from distance again. Turned around. In fact, it wasn't touched by the goalkeeper. It's just gone wide. So again, looking at this shot map, we do like shooting from outside the box. So not only maybe Sepovic struggling for goals up front, maybe we need somebody who is in behind who's far better at shooting from distance than what we've got at the moment, because the amount of chances we are creating, we aren't converting them. So yeah, half time we go in at 0-0, having stats where at 18 shots with only 5 on target, 0.91 for the XG. We've had 59% of the possession, restricted Bangkok to just 1 shot. So because Sepovic did get a knock in the last game, I'm going to make a change here. I'm going to take him off and bring on Jaded, as he got that brace in the last game. Fingers crossed he can work a bit of magic off the bench again. It'd be good if he could step up with Sepovic, his fitness being so up and down. So kicked off the second half, and it's given us another highlight straight away. Bangkok are breaking forward this time. They've slowed the play down. We've turned it over. Panya's robbed them of the ball. He's had a shot from distance on the edge of the box, and again he's put it wide. And another off-target shot to add to the collection. So it's not a case of us not creating enough, because we're having complete dominance over games. Shot counter is good enough. Must just be a case of strikers maybe not getting the service that they need up front, or if it's a case of just too much shooting from distance, might have to halt some of that shooting from long range. But now we're in the game, and Bangkok are not looking threatening at all. With only 2 shots in an hour of football. I think we're going to make another substitution here. May take off Gallo in the middle of the park, just to preserve him a little bit. Quayprom can come on. In fact, take off Alawi instead. That's it, so fresh legs in the middle of the park. And fingers crossed we can find a goal from somewhere. So the shots are coming in from inside the box as well as outside the box now. It's just hoping that somebody's going to take one of these chances. We're going to crank it up to very attacking just to try and get that goal to win the game. 20 minutes left on the clock. Highlights have slowed down, but we've got a corner, ball swung in, and again goes out of play for a goal kick. Can't convert, another chance. So we've got a free kick in a dangerous position outside of the box. Is he going to have a shot, or is he going to play it in? No, he has a shot, another shot from distance, and a free kick over the bar. This looks like it could be another frustrating game, but we've got a throw in, work the ball in from the right. Panya plays it back out to the right. It's played back to Gallo. Quayprom, ball out to the left. And he just runs the ball straight out of play. That's a very odd highlight to have. Work the ball from a throw in all the way across the pitch just for our left back to wander straight out of play. Didn't even attempt to cross. And with this, it looks like Bangkok are going to have a chance. Throw in, play it into the box. I've had a shot, keepers had to make a save. So their first shot on target, in fact it's not even classed as a shot on target, so it must have hit the post or the bar. Looked like the goalkeeper made a save, but in 89 minutes they look like they had the best chance of winning the game. Got 4 minutes to be added on. 2 minutes of that have gone. And it's a rather disappointing way to end the game, really. I thought that with all this dominance going on here, we would have at least broke through them at some point, but instead they look more likely to have nicked it at the end and come away with a solitary point. So after that last game, this is how the table looks. We are top by goal difference. We've got a goal difference of 20, and the next team have a goal difference of 5. Like I was saying, we do have the game in hand, luckily. We are currently unbeaten in 10 games, which is a brilliant start to the season. However, this is concerning that we have no players that show up in the goals section, so maybe it's a case that we do need to go and look for a striker when the transfer window opens. Might be a priority. So what I will do is I will play off camera now, I think, maybe until the Champions League second round first leg. So maybe play these games in the in-between. Go down to Ulsan. In fact, what I will do is, because the videos are coming thick and fast, I will actually play past the first leg and I will come back for the crunch second leg. So we'll play Ulsan and Suphanburi in the Thai League in the next video. So thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the content, please hit the thumbs up. If you like the series and how it's going so far, consider hitting the subscribe button. If you've got any comments or anything that you want to say, leave them in the comment section down below. I'll try and go through them, make any improvements, or open to suggestions. And until the next video, see you soon. Stay safe, everybody.